there's obviously quite a bit going on. So, yeah, let's jump into it. I thought maybe just I'll ask you a few questions that I wouldn't mind answers to, and I'm sure our listeners would be keen to hear if you don't mind. So I'll crack into it. So last Friday, I guess we had the volatility started with President Trump nominating Kevin Warsh as the Fed chair. What do you think this means for the markets in general?
Yeah, so we had the two Kevins in the running, and then we had Rick Ryder coming through, and Rick was very dovish on what his plans were for US interest rates, and clearly the market wanted Rick Ryder. I think it would have been great to have him there because just another episode of all the entertainment going on in the Trump administration. But as it turns out, we've got Kevin Warsh. Kevin has been a inflation hawk previously, but over the last few years, he's made indications that he wants to reduce the balance sheet. He wants short-term rates off, and he wants a steeper yield curve. Okay, so immediately what happened was the market, which had been in sell dollar mode, immediately retreated and bought some dollars back. I'm sure retracements in, currencies like, for instance, the euro and the Aussie dollar. So the dollar buying has actually resulted in more selling of Bitcoin, which is already under the pump. Okay, so in terms of Kev, me old marker, making it in as as Trump's nominee. He hasn't yet been passed by the Senate, but as making it in, it has had a negative impact on Bitcoin. So, we will be watching Matty B. We'll be watching his speech, his first speech. If he gets over the line, we'll be watching that very closely as to what his indications are going to be. But for now, it was it was definitely the market reaction was to buy US dollars, which has, for instance, Bitcoin under pressure.